go. Live on YouTube. And on TikTok. Alright. Pretty cool. What's up, y'all? Is that everybody joining? Oh, okay, cool. Man, that's pretty cool. I gotta get y'all to join on YouTube, though. That's where I really be at. TikTok, they don't let me post what I want to post all the time. They be trying to, like, they already banned me once, and I had to recover my account through email. Luckily, I had 2 phones. So luckily I was able to get my account back. But yeah, TikTok be tripping. I don't understand how other people even get a lot of followers or views when they be tripping on every video I post. Like every video they want to mute the audio and stuff. And then when I appeal that, then they put it back up and then they'll try to get mad at something else. And then I'll go to the home screen of the app, and then they'll show me a video with like profanity and all types of stuff. And I'm thinking, what? How are they not letting me post what I want to post? But these people can post profanity and twerking videos and stuff all day long. But I mean, it's their shit. I guess they can do what they want with it. But yeah, on YouTube, I'm allowed a little bit more leeway. I'm fortunate enough to. They don't mess with me as much. Twitch actually is the best. They don't bother me at all. I can do whatever I want on Twitch. But I also don't post the small short videos that I post on Instagram. Like I said, and I try to post those same videos on TikTok, but TikTok, the TikTok police be on my ass, you know what I mean? But yeah, I need y'all to, like I said, come over to the YouTube channel, because like I said, I got the gameplay and shit over there. And a lot of the videos that I can't post on TikTok, they'll let me post them on YouTube, just not on a monetized channel though. My You People 3 channel is not monetized. I cannot get paid for anything on that channel, so they don't bother that channel. I could post videos on there, and they don't even really try to age restrict them a lot of the times. Even though like I don't post a lot of stuff that should be age restricted anyway. Because it's funny, when I post stuff on Facebook, they get mad and but they don't mess with me anymore either. They just block it, so people have to press the button to view it. You know what I mean? But yeah. Hold on, I'm over here on YouTube trying to figure this shit out live. So I'm on YouTube as well, but I'm on the PC about to play Battlefield, streaming and shit too. You know. About to fuck around with some Battlefield for a minute. You see my painting? A cool artist did that for me. His name is Justin Weddington or some shit like that. I can't even fucking say it properly, but he's a dope ass artist. It's like Batman and some other shit. I actually posted his art before. He said, "You love black queens? That's cool, man." But yeah, the YouTube is a little bit more shit. I don't know how to stream on TikTok yet. I really don't stream that much on TikTok. But I'm probably going to stream through OBS next time, so I can pump music through it and gameplay and stuff like that. But right now, this is just, like I said, I'm trying to get y'all to get over to the YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? The YouTube channel is where it's at. Hold on, I gotta move this shit for a second. I'm gonna actually put a stand for this thing. That's what I'm gonna do. I got one around here somewhere. Oh, right here. Aha! I found it. But I don't feel like hooking it up right now. I would have to. So. But yeah. Like I said, I'm streaming on YouTube right now. I'm about to play some Battlefield. I just started up the stream about 5 minutes ago. So. Oh man. I thought I microwaved the coffee. I must have forgot. It says swipe right to view more comments. Y'all haven't said nothing anyway, so why am I wasting my time? Yeah, no, there ain't no comments. I got a phone call though, you know, especially when you go on live. Right when you go live, if somebody wants to call your phone, that's usually how it goes. Look at my nose. It doesn't look like it's ever been broken before, does it? It may have. I don't know. It's not really one of my concerns or nothing, but from this side, it looks good though, right? Yeah, that's all that matters, right? But yeah, man, like I said, y'all come over to YouTube. My YouTube channel is the same thing as this. It's You People Live too. I stream a lot more on YouTube than TikTok because I have a whole setup that I bought to live stream. Like and play games and talk and review videos and like live review shit. Like honest opinions. I mean, for the most part, I'll be as honest as I can, you know. But I got all this shit to stream on YouTube, not on TikTok. Oh yeah. Well, anyway, I'll just leave it up for a while. Let's see how long I can leave it up. I got 76% battery. We'll leave it up. Hold on. Let me turn this music down real quick. About to play some Battlefield. Alright, there we go. About to get loud. Holy shit, it's way too many people over there.
Alpha 2 is no longer secure.
Let's get the engineer. And we don't need a vehicle.
Hold your ground and fall back to the next sector if you're overrun. We need to make this attack too costly for the Russians to sustain. Assault on Alpha 1 begun by our forces.
Holy shit.
Alpha 2 under enemy control.
Time to get in place.
Alright. Let's go in there. Come closer. I got the wrong character, but I don't really because I did want this character, so it's like whatever.
Abandon the sector.
Nah.
Fall back, regroup.
Oh, we gotta fall back. Where's somebody I can shoot this rocket at? Oh shit. Damn.
Keep back! Do not come over here!
Maybe I'll leave it on for like another 10 minutes, see how it goes. Like I said, I'm just testing it out. Lucky on live? Trying to see what all comes with this live feature.
Regroup and guard the objectives.
I usually only do lives on TikTok for like a couple minutes. So I'm trying to see what the analytics look like if I do it for a little longer. Holy shit. Okay, I did hit it. I was about to say, how did I not hit anything? Come on, man. How many freaking rockets does it take to blow up a tank in Battlefield? It's like It's like impossible to blow up a tank. Oh, I should have blew up that. They made a little walkway and everything. That is a. Okay. Is he still alive? Okay, that's good. They got a good little spot over there. I ain't gonna fuck with him. I need some more rockets, bro. Who got the ammo?
I need ammunition!
Holy shit. Dang, he chilling over here. Yeah. There's a tank over there, alright. Oh, how do I get more rocket? Holy shit. Oh shit.
They're trying to seize one of our objectives.
Somebody over here. Oh, it's a helo. Holy shit. Oh, okay. How did I miss that? Did I hit the ground or what?
Stay away from me.
Crazy. It's a tank right there.
Northwest!
I need more ammo.
I need ammunition!
Oh shit, somebody behind us. Holy shit, I'm about to say, how is he not dead? Right there.
Ready!
Oh, this shit's about to blow.
Enemy low on my marker!
Holy shit,
170
my bad.
meters.
Wrong button. Pressing the wrong button. Holy shit. What in the world is going on? Alright. Got it right this time.
Reloading, cover
I
me!
can do the dog too. I forgot. Alright, let's do it.
Requesting the Ranger drop at these coordinates! Danger out there! Down here!
Alright, this character is so clunky because of the buttons snapping on controller. It's crazy.
I'm reloading! I'm under heavy fire! One down!
That's crazy, bro. We're going down right now.
They're spending resources fast. Already down by a quarter.
That's why I say you gotta come to YouTube. Whoa. Oh, got his ass. Oh. Seriously going down right now. Holy shit. I would have got shot anyway. I'm on YouTube right now, playing Battlefield 2042. On YouTube though, so. I will put the, oh shit, somebody calling my phone? Of course, people want to call as soon as I start live streaming and shit. That's just how it goes. Oh, I got 3 rockets. Oh yeah. See, he got blowed up. Oh shit. Shot him in the back.
Hostile spotted.
on it at Bravo
Uh-oh.
1.
What's this say? They offer promotion. No, thank you. I don't want no promotions. I don't want no help. I want to do it from the mud by myself. Thank you, though. Appreciate trying to scam me, but no, thank you. Holy shit.
Northwest!
That's crazy. Yeah, it's weird on Twitch. Like, the comments are always some bot trying to say that how they can help me with my business and improve, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, come on, chill out, bro. I'm not trying to get scammed out of $8.99 or whatever the price is a month for you to help me out of my money, you know? That's all you're gonna help me do.
Got it. Watch for the
Oh,
package.
shit. Nobody is gonna help you in life. You on your own, people. Oh, shit. Holy smoke. They everywhere, bro. It's 64 on 64. I think that's what I'm playing. No, maybe not. It's 32 versus 32. But 64 versus 64 is pretty crazy. About to watch this Charleston White video in a second too. He did another interview on Say Cheese recently. Oh. I think the only reason I'm playing with this character is because there's no real place to jump around with the zip line anyway, right? Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Sheesh. Damn, they shot my gun down quick. Where'd I do that? I seen him on the map. Where could he be? Where did he go? Where did he go? Alright, whatever. I guess he just disappeared. That happens too, I guess. Oh, right here. There you go. We on his ass. Like I said, I don't know if Call of Duty is good this year or whatever, but Battlefield, I've been playing it since it came out, like 2042. I know everybody said it's a bad game, and it was. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like Call of Duty, so I've been playing Battlefield the whole time. And Battlefield is, after like I don't know how many updates and a year after release, it's fun as hell. Like, you know what I mean? Definitely can blow a couple hours on here and like recharge your mental stability, because you know sometimes you gotta just, you know, be reckless, do some ratchet shit or whatever, kill some people on the video game virtually, so you don't do it in real life. Holy shit, everybody's trying to kill you over there on that hill. Back up, boy. I'm fucking oh shit, the controller thing is fucking me up now. Alright, so I gotta figure it out because I like this character now. There we go. Just gotta do it like that. Holy shit. Oh, they coming up. My fingers. I was like, ah. And I got killed. But yeah, let me see. Anybody say anything? Damn, I got revived and then they killed me again. It sucks. Yeah. It's crazy. Alright, so let me. This dude's special gadget. No. Is the repair tool? No, his fucking special gadget isn't the repair tool. I'm trying to figure out this shit because I can't use my repair tool. Yeah. Holy shit, that's not a good spot to hide. I was about to just give up too, because I was in a bad spot. Yeah, fuck it. Where are we going? I'm about to shoot my teammate. Not really. Holy shit, I shouldn't have wasted that rocket on them. Woo. Oh, it's a helicopter.
Identified.
I think we gotta retreat.
Russians coming in fast.
Damn.
Hold the sector. Defend the
That's
inside.
crazy. I said I never streamed this long on TikTok, but this is pretty cool. I usually stream on YouTube. I am streaming on YouTube right now, but like I said, I wanted to give TikTok a shot. Like I said, and I get to show my cool painting that nobody gets to see from YouTube because on YouTube the background is erased and shit. But that's cool. My cool painting. It's a Batman painting. I posted it about it a long time ago. It's this dude named Justin. Actually, he dropping a new painting today. He's a real cool artist that I know on Facebook. I've known him for a long time. Never met him in person, but cool dude. Bought paintings from him and shit like that. Known him for over like 10 years.
Hostiles advancing on Charlie 2.
But yeah, can't spell his last name, but it's like Justin Wadlington or something like that. But pretty popular painting. Black dude. He's blind in one eye too, which is cool. Well, not cool, like, you know what I mean? Like, as a painter, it's pretty cool. It's a selling point. I'll say that instead, yeah. Because it's marketing, you know what I mean? Oh shit! I came around the corner too fast. I'm over here talking to y'all like I'm not playing a game with people trying to kill me. But yeah, I would take the picture down. But let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can show y'all on my other phone.
Hostiles just forced us off
So I
Charlie
could give him a shout out. Because like I said, I like his paintings. And he got a new one coming out today. His store is called Blind Eye Vision. Yeah. Yeah, he got a new, I don't know if y'all can see that. But that's his Instagram right there. His painting drops today, a new painting. I got one of his older paintings right there. If y'all can see it. It's a small one. But this guy, he got pretty cool paintings and stuff. Like I said, Justin. Blind Eye Vision. He be selling cool, big old, that's a Jay-Z painting he did. That's him over there. Cool dude, like I said. Got that, like he got some real iconic paintings. Like low-key, y'all probably seen his paintings before. If y'all social media people, you know what I mean? Y'all be on social media and shit. I'm not saying that I'm not on social media. Oh, actually right here. Here go the painting that I got right there. I think it's gonna zoom out. Yeah, there we go. See, that's my painting that I got on the wall. Back there. Nobody else gets to see it while I'm streaming on YouTube. But y'all get to see it because y'all get a different angle. But yeah, it's a small one. I wanted to get the big one. But he charged like shit. I don't know. I'm not rich, so I think he charged like $2,500 or something. I don't know. For the big one, I got the small one. It's only like $100, $200. But you know, it looked good. I needed something as decoration for the background, but not really, because like I said, nobody gets to see this angle. Y'all low key supposed to be on YouTube. Oh, y'all supposed to be on YouTube watching me die right now. I'm playing Battlefield, but it's all good. I know TikTok is where it's at, and everybody fuck with TikTok, so you know what I'm saying. Here we are. I don't like TikTok though, low key, because they be like real weird about the videos that I post. They be always on my ass. They be muting the videos, like, and y'all see videos on social media. My videos is consistent with other people's videos. I'm not doing anything like too much like crazy shit or whatever, but they be muting every video. I gotta appeal that. Then they banned me once on TikTok, and I had to come back from that. And luckily, only reason that I came back from that is because I have two phones, and one app was still signed in, so I luckily was able to get in. You know what I mean? But yeah, TikTok's crazy. They don't like me very much on here, but it's all good. They ain't the only, you know, show in town. Holy shit! Oh, it's a tank. Oh. I got killed again, my bad. Battlefield, like I said, it's a pretty fun game. I'm not gonna cap. Like I said, I don't know about this. What is this? TikTok stuff? Oh, I got a heart. Thank you. Appreciate that. Smooth move on your behalf. You know what I mean? For real though. You know what I'm saying? Because like doing this type of stuff for me, I'm an introvert. I don't really want to be like in front of the camera and stuff, but I'm doing it because you know you got to do stuff different to get different results in your life. And I'm trying to do something different. You know, I'm at a different stage in my life, so I'm like, I'm gonna give the social media, the internet stuff a chance. I know how to do computer. I go to school for network security and technology. I don't really like writing code. I'm not that smart, but I know how to use the computer, which is where everybody is. There's more cell phones on the planet than people. So that means that people need content, you know what I mean? That there's like when I grew up, there wasn't screens in my pocket that I can watch YouTube and TikTok and you know what I mean? So like nowadays, if you have enough technical know-how to make content, I would suggest just making content because like for me, I'm not like famous or anything, don't get me wrong. But like you could be, for real, it could be that simple. Is you just giving it a shot. But like you postponing it, you saying you're gonna get to it tomorrow and stuff like that, that ain't gonna never help. Because really, only difference between me and like you and other people is that just they just started out. You know what I mean? And you just gotta start. The hardest part about doing anything low key is just starting. Like I said, I didn't want to do this shit. I remember I bought a lot of like equipment. Like I got the computer so I can stream on YouTube and everything. And through OBS and because I studied OBS like 4 years ago just in preparation for if one day I could get the time and the chance and the money to do it. And you know what, one day I said, you know what, I'm not getting any younger, I'm gonna just do it. So I went in debt, bought a bunch of equipment, used the knowledge and the know-how that I knew from studying and postponing, really just procrastinating. And then yeah, realized that I didn't know as much as I thought I knew, like anything else you do. And then you start learning, and I learn better, like tactics or whatever on OBS and stuff like that. So now my stream looks real good and stuff like that. So you just gotta do the shit, man. And like I said, you could be the famous one. I'm not the famous one because if it was me, I would have been rich and famous already. Because I hear it all the time. Oh, you get on social media and you're gonna blow up in a month and you'll be rich and famous and. Nah, it doesn't work like that. But it might for you. It just didn't work like that for me. Not saying that it won't work for you, but you'll never know. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to die not knowing. You know what I mean? My brother, he died when I was 19. My mom, she's sick right now. She probably gonna, pass away soon. Hopefully she doesn't. I want her to live for the rest of, for another 100 years. But you never know, right? So I started to look at my life and say, man, you know what? I wanted to do this type of stuff since I was a kid. The stuff wasn't available when I was a kid, so I'm gonna do it now. You know what I mean? So fuck it. So he bought a little bit of equipment and running it up. You know what I mean? But like I said, you just got to do it, whatever it is, and then be realistic with the expectations. Everybody might think, oh yeah, I'm gonna be rich and famous or have, a bunch of followers and stuff like that. But even if you do like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, they've been doing this for a long time too. They be slowing you down. They'll slow your growth down by giving you false bans, and then also other people will just report you too for maybe in their mind a valid reason. I don't know, but normally just because they don't like you or whatever, or their content or whatever. So that's going to slow you down too. But basically all you got to do is just do whatever. You know what I mean? Because all the people saying that they don't know, you don't know what you're doing, they don't know either. They haven't done it either. Why are you going to take advice from a person that hasn't done it either? And experience is the best, teacher. It's just like going to business school and you learning from a professor that doesn't have a successful business, but he's teaching business class. You know what I mean? I mean, if you want to take that advice, that's fine. I'm not saying it's not good advice, but Just saying, hold on, I'm trying to do something else over here. I got some other shit going on. I got a lot of stuff going on. Oh no. Oh, there we go. I had to try. I'm trying to get this other chat over here from YouTube over here. Oh snap! Holy snap! There we go.
The Russians
All right.
have strength.
Yeah, man. What does this shit say? Cell phones to people. Yeah, no. I'm just saying because there's a bunch of people with cell phones. You didn't understand the correlation. There's more cell phones than people on the planet. That's at least what the statistics say. But you know, like I'm not here to try to teach anybody anything. Like I said, motherfuckers is gonna learn at their own speed or not. Some people will die not understanding the world that is around them because people live in their own reality. You know what I'm saying? And if you try to tell them something that goes against what they believe, then they just usually won't believe it or disregard you as a source of information. You know what I'm saying? So, because they want to live in the reality that they made for themselves, however doomed that is, or however glorious it is. You know, but yeah, there's more cell phones on the planet than people. That's why we need them batteries, them lithium batteries, so bad for not only the cell phone batteries, but the new electric revolution they're trying to bring in with electric cars and stuff like that. But yeah, make content is the moral of the story. If you didn't understand anything else that I was saying, whoa, make some content. Because I know there's people out there that don't have like the ability to make content. So if you have the ability, just make content. You know? Oh shit! Holy, that's crazy. Smokes. I got the wrong dude anyway. Oh no, this guy might work.
I'm wounded. Need to recover.
Okay. I shot the tank.
Just lost control of an objective.
Yeah, I was looking through like postings and shit online about jobs and stuff, and most people want a person that know how to use a computer, at least a little bit, you know what I mean? And most people do know how to use a computer, but they just don't realize it because every phone that everybody has in their hand is a computer, so you know how to at least use that. You know what I mean? But you know, obviously, you need to learn like Excel or something like that, or Word or whatever, but it's not that difficult. But marketing, you need to learn, whoa, shit, video creation and all that shit, editing, you know. That's where the future is. Like I said, when I grew up, there wasn't no cell phones and stuff. Now there's a cell phone in everybody's pocket, which means there needs to be more content than ever. Because people, you know, are consuming more content than ever. It's just natural progression, basically. Yeah, so like I said, if you have the knowledge and the ability to make content about your life or even your interests, it's a good idea to probably do it, man, because you never know who's watching. And you might get discovered and change your life. Like I said, for me, it's not happening like that. It's gonna be a little bit of a grind, just like everything. But you never know for yourself, you know, until you try, really. Oh wow, that's crazy. Why did it take so long to shoot?
Medic, get over here. Not safe. Do not approach me.
Yeah, this drains your battery though. I definitely not sure about this. This phone is a pretty good phone too. Drain the battery. think maybe, I guess it's been like 40 minutes, haven't it? I guess you can see if it's the time or whatever. Yeah, I think I started at the same time as the other stream, so about 40 minutes. Hey. Fuck. Oh shit.
The Russians cannot seem to penetrate us.
At least I'm getting revived though. Shit.
Ready!
Uh-oh. Alright, let's take this gun and go over here. Like I said, I'm playing Battlefield 2042 right now on YouTube. But I'm trying to give TikTok some attention because when I post shit on TikTok, they always muted it. Then I gotta appeal it. And then, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm trying to avoid getting banned. My shit's been on account warning a few times. And like I said, I'm not doing anything. But I don't know. They just don't like me.
Requesting Ranger drop at these
Maybe because I posted about Jeffrey Epstein or something like that. I don't know. Maybe they don't want to talk about it on TikTok. Maybe it's just for dancing and stuff. Oh, come on, man.
rock and roll machine.
Oh, come on. Holy shit. I'm running around Battlefield trying not to get killed. Are we winning or losing? I know. It's over.
You can fight. Die.
Yes, I'm about to watch this Charleston White video real quick. Hold on. Yeesh. See, that's the thing. Y'all can't see the videos over here, man. Like that.
Training. Good work. You've proven yourself to me today, no pets.
GG. Uh-oh.
Yo, speaking of that,
Wrong one. He said, yo, speaking of that. Oh, what's up? Yeah, I'm trying this freaking TikTok thing out right now. You eating your lunch, that's... Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to stream on TikTok because me posting my videos, they be tripping and shit. They, like I said, they banned me, but I luckily got back in because I had the other phone still signed in, you know what I mean? Because, you know, it's kind of tough to grow social media legitimately too, like not by paying or anything, and then they ban you for like,
man,
stuff that isn't even against the rules, because obviously I'm back, so I didn't actually break the rules, because if I'd have broke the rules, I wouldn't be on TikTok right now. But yeah, the crazy thing was I looked at my phone and it just was like, you're banned, and it closed out, and I tried to sign back in, it wouldn't work, but the other phone was still signed in, so I got to appeal the thing that they thought was egregious and against the arbitrary rules, and then they backtracked and let me back on. But it was a while ago, like a month or two ago. I just been keeping it low key, you know, on this shit now because, like I said, I ain't trying to start over just because they made a mistake. But it's more or less bullying low key. And they know that if they bully me, scare me enough, that I'm gonna slow down. I ain't gonna post as much shit, and then my growth is gonna slow down. So, but it's all good. But yeah, like I said, on YouTube, I'm about to watch this video real quick with Charleston White. Shit funny.
Oh man,
Yeah, they be like I said, but it's because too people be uh like sometimes especially the stuff that I post, some people be like reporting it and shit like that too. So that what I mean. On your end, it's more hate for you, because I know your situation personally and shit. But when people report your stuff, it's because of hate. But for me, it's because they just don't like the message or whatever they're getting from whatever I'm posting. Because really, I try to, stay out of the way. I just post it and let people get what they get out of it. But yeah, you can't help the hate stuff that's gonna happen regardless. Yeah, and like I said, I may have haters too. I don't know, but I don't think so. Like I haven't done anything to anybody for a long time, so I shouldn't have any haters now. If people are envious, that's different. You know what I mean? And like I was telling the people earlier, because I had a bunch of people in here earlier. I was telling people earlier, like just basically just do whatever you think you should be doing right now with your life. You know what I mean? Get started. Basically, try not to procrastinate because life and tragedy and all stuff is going to continue to happen around you. It's never going to be a good time to start, so you might as well just do it. You know what I mean? Every day it'll get easier. Yeah, I would, but yeah, no. I mean, Oklahoma at this point. I mean, Vegas and Oklahoma is pretty much the same place. Not, nah, but nah. I mean, I would, but right now I got a bunch of shit going on. I gotta, get everything straight with what we got going on. But yeah, it'll be in the future. But like we were just talking about, you gotta just do shit. Holy smokes, dude shooting from hella far away. Because nobody guaranteed tomorrow. You know what I mean? Can't postpone shit forever. Yeah, I don't even know, but they be going through it too, cause they're brother and sister. So you know what I mean. I don't know if they friends right now or not, cause sometimes they don't even be talking to each other. They don't even be friends with each other. So you never know. Oh yeah, for sure. Holy shit! Damn, what is it? Oh yeah, no. Yeah. Right. Oh yeah, it is gonna be in Vegas. Yeah, I don't know where to rent places and stuff like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I know. I don't know. It's hard to say, but it just depends. You know what I mean? It might be. I mean, it might be a good area, but like I don't even know the streets out here very well either because I stay in the house. I'm a house Negro. I don't go outside very much. Ain't nothing outside but the devil.
Located hostile tank. 50 meters away.
Holy shit! Why the hell they behind me already? Wow.
Objective Bravo 1 is under attack.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, shit. If it's some money outside to go get, I'll be out there. I'll be on time. I'll be 10 minutes early. But I used to be outside all the time when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like 16, 17, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was out every day, all night till, whatever time I felt like it and shit. You know what I mean? And I was one of them kids that like probably from 15, maybe even sooner. I don't know. But like, yeah, I was outside all the time, getting into trouble, evading authorities, like, you know what I mean? Trying to get into shit. So nowadays, I ain't fucking with nothing. I ain't doing nothing. I don't want no part in nothing. if it ain't legal, because I also been in the dungeon before where they put bag people, they throw you in the dungeon, and I ain't, I excelled in the dungeon. Don't get me wrong. I mean, but it's nothing to be proud of, and also I ain't gonna want to go back to that motherfucker. So I'm in the house, man. Shit, and like I said, yeah, ain't nothing outside but the devil. Oh shit. Oh. And then nowadays, everybody like, cause the PPP money over, the unemployment over, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's everybody out there scamming like a motherfucker. You know, you can't trust nobody. Not now. Person is your friend. Everybody looking to get over. You know what I mean? But I don't really have no friends either like that either. But like I said, you just gotta get focused on your own shit, and you be straight. Holy fuck. But yeah, it might be a cool spot over there. I was looking for some little side shit out here too. Yeah, Mr. But yeah, it's hella scams and shit. I ain't trying to be a part of none of that stuff, man. Like I said, when I was younger, though, I was down for whatever. Let's do it. What time we gotta be there? Let's do it. Oh shit. Where the hell was he shooting at me from? Lunch break though. You make me laugh. Yeah, thanks. Nah, yeah. No, it's some real shit though. Like, not everything, it seems a lot more serious and like dire straits when you're younger and shit. But like at the end of the day, only thing that's important is if you have a place to sleep, if you have food to eat, and you know what I mean? Like somewhere to be warm and you know what I mean? Call your own for a couple nights. It's like, and be free to come and go as you please. It's like really water is good too. You need water. That's it, really. Everything else is just marketing and consumerism, making us feel like we need it. Even love, because they propagandize that and marketed that. So like, if you don't have a significant other in your life, you feel like you're not up to par because even that is marketed towards us and shit. So yeah, I mean, you don't really need a lot. And like I said, that's the blessing that comes with being in the dungeon that I was talking about earlier, because you start realizing, because in there you don't have no choice but to start thinking inwardly and shit, and less about everything else that's going on about outside. So, but maybe too deep for some of the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, everything is marketed. All you really need is, fucking food, shelter, and some water. And honestly, even that, you don't even really need that, because if you believe, supposedly, right? If you have faith, all that will be provided. You don't even have to really try, honestly. Philosophy says that if you try hard, you won't get it. Because, opposites attract, really. Remember? They tell you that, right? So you're supposed to not try, and you'll get what you want, apparently. The harder you try, the more it'll resist you and repel from you. It'll go in the different direction of you. So, holy fuck, man! Can you get this guy? All right, yeah. But I don't know. That's just philosophy, and that's only been around for a long time. But yeah, that's why like everything that ever happened to me that I like in life that was good, it just happened on accident. I may have been prepared for the event or in some form or fashion, but I didn't. People like to believe in manifestation, and that's cool to a certain extent, but there's a lot of just, Like I said, if you have faith, though. If you don't have faith, then maybe it's different in your terminology. Because I've come to find out that if you don't have faith, then it's just a semantics game. And people are just saying words that are different in their belief systems. That's all. And then that's the reason why the conversation will break down and shit like that. 123 pounds, that's definitely good, you know? It's always to be like, because, like, really, like I said, if you drink water and eat as needed, you could be healthier than ever, too, because all the toxins that we put in our body is because we do it ourselves. They're self-fulfilling prophecies, you know what I mean? People that, America is like one of the fattest countries in the world. And it's because we have so much abundance. And then really in the Bible, it tells you too, that like, you can't be a gluttonous fucking pig. You got to eat enough to satisfy yourself. And then that's it, but some people eat 3 times a day. Not saying that there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you have a medical reason why, because, and it's probably because, you've already been eating too much, but because, yeah, most diseases come from the food you eat. Heart disease, especially in the black community, diabetes. Yeah, a lot of this shit. Like even cancer, most cancers come from shit you put in your mouth, like, food and smoking and shit like that. But if you just limit the amount, I remember Minister Farrakhan said if you want to be healthy, just limit the amount of meals that you have a day. It's the easiest way to, shit. I know some of them old buildings, there's like some old cathedral in France or Paris or whatever that the royal family used to live in. It's like 700 rooms, this fucking big ass castle. There's not one bathroom in it. Tell me how that would be possible to have people working in this building, living in the quarters, because everybody lived there and worked there. It was a Russian oligarch, like fucking their home, like the mansion, fortress. They didn't have bathrooms because there was a different time and age, and some people would say that they were so intelligent that they didn't eat food and blah blah blah. Their digestive system was different, but nevertheless, we've been trained by the governments because the World Health Organization and all the FDA, all the people that fucking told us COVID and all that shit, them people as well have a food pyramid that tells us we have to eat dairy products and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And cows and stuff like that. And 3 times a day to be healthy. That's what they told us in the 80s and 90s. I don't know what they say anymore. But yeah, in the 80s and 90s, they were like, these are the 4 major food groups. This is the pyramid. This is the food pyramid. Breakfast is good for you. And if you think about it, if you look at breakfast, it consists of everything dairy. It's cheese, eggs, milk. That's all the farming industry, right? And that's cool and everything, but you also may not be a person that needs breakfast in the morning. You might not need breakfast in the morning, but to tell everybody that to live a healthy life, you need breakfast is more marketing speak than actual beneficial to your health. So you see what I'm saying? Like, it's all about selling products, not about if you fucking make it to live 120 years old, which, if you think about it, they would make more money, but they don't care about that. They want the short-term money. They don't want you to live forever, because like I said, they can make more money if you live longer. But holy shit, come on, let me kill this guy. Hey, I'm playing Battlefield while talking food conspiracies and major food groups and pyramids and shit. But yeah. Anyway, but yeah, the food industry convinced everybody to eat 3 times a day. Even black people too, they have a lot of cheese in their diet, like, you know what I mean? And I didn't think about it until I realized, like, yeah, motherfucker do put cheese on everything. On every goddamn thing. Every time you go to eat something, you gotta put a slice of cheese on it or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, they taught y'all the food pyramid too. Yeah, exactly. They've revised it since back in the old days, and even probably since your day in the education system. But it's still the same crazy shit. Because like I said, if you think about it, the hunters and gatherers didn't eat a bunch of dairy products. You know what I mean? Yeah, they used the Native Americans used the buffalo for everything. You know what I mean? for literally everything. You know what I mean? But they also didn't eat like gluttonous. We in America eat like gluttonous. We eat till we're full. You know what I mean? You're supposed to eat till you're refreshed and replenished and, energized and ready to go. Not till you're fucking sleepy, dead tired and can't fucking move and shit. Filled with sugar substances and stuff. Yeah, salt's bad too, but salt is a misleading thing too because salt is already in our bodies. It's already in the water. Salt is a mineral that's naturally made. So salt is bad, but it's only bad, like I said, because it's a case by case situation. Like if you are a person that already has you're high in minerals, because iron is also something that is, in your body and you can have too much of and shit like that. But if you are a mineral heavy type of person, then you don't probably need to meet mineral subs, the extra shit like that. You know what I mean? Because you already got it. So if you now eat that type of stuff, then you'll have too much or whatever. But you got to know you too. You know what I mean? And like I said, start with water. Water is the easiest way to go on a diet. And the safest way to go on a diet too. Just drink water. When you're hungry, drink some water. And then, every now and again when you like feel like, damn, I gotta eat, eat a little bit. Eat until you're satisfied for that meal. Oh shit. And then that's it. And honestly, you don't even need to work out that much. Because life is gonna stress you out enough anyway. to shed a few pounds for you. But yeah, if you just drink a lot of water and like obviously reasonable amounts and still, eat normally, whatever normal is for you and shit, and you don't have to work out. Because I used to play basketball all the time and work out and stuff like that. I don't work out no more, but I'm still slim and shit because I don't eat 3 times a day and I don't like eat till I'm fucking sleepy and stuff like that. I just eat a couple bites, maybe, and I also postpone it as much as possible. If I can go a little longer, I will. I remember one time I was sitting in the holding tank and that shit was 24 hours. I was in there for 26 hours. And like, I ate, I think, once or twice, I think. But like, at one point, I think it was 15 hours that I didn't eat. And, it's not that long, but when you think about it, when you're at home and you can eat whenever you want, you don't never think about like stuff like that. But like once you get locked up and you can't eat until they tell you to, 15 hours go by, you be hungry than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so you become like, at least I did. I learned how to like be like, okay, well, I can not eat for a very long time and still be okay. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, I wasn't a gluttonous that much at all anyway. Like, at least not for food. My gluttony comes for like maybe drugs and alcohol. I like to smoke weed and drink alcohol, which I don't drink anymore, but you know what I mean? You get the picture. Everybody has their own sins. If it ain't weed and alcohol, it might be fucking sex for somebody else or spending money frivolously or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's balance. Basically, everything is about balance. If you have a good balance, like the only reason planes get off the ground is because of the balance. The only reason why submarines are able to sink to the deepest depths of the ocean is because of balance. People don't think about that. That ballast happens a lot with everything, you know what I mean? Like ocean liners or cruise ships, as they call them. It only works because it's a ballast. That's why it doesn't go like this when it's on the water. So if nature tells you anything, is that the only way to conduct yourself, is with balance. Because if you look at nature, which is going to tell you the laws of the land, because nature tells me the laws of the land, like fucking kill or be killed, shit like that. You know what I mean? Lions, tigers, and bears and shit. You can go outside right now and never make it back home. Also, The sun's gonna go up and come down. So, you know, the good and evil. You know what I mean? The natural state of things, the balance. It's balance. So if you balance your diet to your own like work life situation, you know, then you'll be fine. But if you let anything in your life become your life, then that's when you lose balance and it takes you down, it pulls you down. Because the only way hot air balloons works is because of balance. People see it go up, but they don't realize that all forces act upon something equally. So the downward force is acting, the upward force is acting, and the the left and the right force is acting. So the same thing happens to us right now. But if we don't have a balance, then we can be torn down in months, weeks, days. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta have a balance. If you let your food get out of hand or the way you eat, it could cause you to have a stroke or a heart attack and fuck up the rest of your life and shit like that. So, holy shit. Hey. But yeah. The fucking Indians knew how to irrigate their water, their crops on flat lands with balance. They were able to sustain whole like communities with balance on how they distributed jobs and shit. They didn't need currency, but they were said to be uncivilized. They needed to be civilized, but they had the balance. They knew how to take from the earth, but not take too much where the earth wouldn't replenish it back in a timely manner. Now we, on the other hand, we're a civilized nation that takes from the earth so fast that it can't replenish itself. You know, we don't know balance. We just know excessive, like gluttony. That's the American way. You know? Holy shit. But, you know, hoorah, I'm American. And I support America. I don't give a fuck. As long as I'm here, I don't care what we do. As long as we winning. I like winning, that's it. Yeah. Oh, I got one. Oh. Holy shit, who's shooting me? Damn, they're on the mountain. Anyway. Yeah, it's barter system. You know, it's a promissory notes, basically, you know what I'm saying? But shit, I just found out that the Federal Reserve in 2020 lifted the reserve minimum for banks. So banks used to have a certain amount of money in the bank to be able to conduct business that day, or you know what I mean. But the Federal Reserve in 2020 lifted that minimum requirement. So now banks can do business without having a dollar in their saves, which is the reason why the Silicon Valley banks went under this last week, right? Like 2 or 3 of them, or whatever, right? But the other real story that's really more important is that there's no requirement anyway as of 2020. So there's no reason why this is even news, because none of the other banks have any money either. And they didn't do anything wrong. There's no minimum requirement that they had to have met anyway. So it's not really even news. What the news needs to say is that somebody got scared and scared a bunch of millionaires, and the millionaires went and bankrupted the bank because they were being too woke. And they went and heard somebody say that the bank was closing, so apparently they all went to go take out their money at the same time, and the bank had to shut down because they didn't have the fucking money. But like I said, there's no minimum requirement anyway because it's a shell game. If you give the bank $100, they turn around and loan it right back out. Back in the old days, they used to have to keep a percentage of that. You know what I'm saying? Like at least $80. They couldn't loan out all the money. But nowadays, if you give the bank the money, they loan it out right away as soon as you give it to them. So it really, to me, is like a weird story. It's almost like a plant story, but like I said, I found out that the Federal Reserve, and that's because the Federal Reserve don't even have the gold in reserve. that they talking about. The money is being backed off of. But also the Rothschilds, right? They're the ones that started the English bank that funded America, right? And still does to this day. And they're also alchemists that know how to use mercury. And they had the mercury mines back in the day, like really early back. And when mercury, you can make gold. You can like, you know how like in movies where you always see like chemists take a bunch of cocaine and then they cut it up and make more cocaine out of it. Well, that's what they do with gold. Alchemists can make more gold out of a little bit of gold. The purification process of making jewelry is a part of that process. It's an alchemical process that's been around forever. You know what I mean? And gold also signifies a bunch of other shit like the corona, you know, the crown or the coronavirus or the reset. But it's like it's representing the sun. That's why, you know, it's yellow. You know. Plus, like I said, that the kings have anointed it as the currency. But like I said, our dollar is backed off this fictitious reserves that is not even to be heard of. There's no such thing really. But like I said, that's probably another reason why they be fucking with me on TikTok. They don't they don't like all this shit. But like it's all this information is out there. It's just there's a lot of information out there. So yeah, like because there's one channel I've been following for like 10 or 15 years called True Stream Media on YouTube, and they got a whole documentary series on like the succession on how banking systems started in America. And you can't find that on PBS, you can't find that on the History Channel, you can't find that on Science, and you know what I mean? You can't find that on any educational information anywhere. But these people, they didn't want their kids to go to school. So what they did was they took them out of school and they take them on field trips all across the states, and they do their own homework, like, you know what I mean? And then they make videos on YouTube and publish them, and that shit's their videos be real nice because they got actual video of the places that they talking about. Like they stayed at the Shining Hotel because they did a documentary about the Shining Hotel and Native Americans and why they picked the setting of the Shining Hotel, and like a really like good shit. But they suppress those people's channel too. They don't want nobody seeing that shit. Like they dropped that video and the video probably got 120,000 views, which is still a lot, don't get me wrong, but they channel for 10, 15 years don't got 1 million viewers, subscribers, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and they doing real good content and real good thought-provoking shit. Like the history of the banking system is like 5 videos. They're like 2.5 hours each, and it's a husband and wife team, and the shit is really good. Like they went into the libraries and like filmed the books that they're talking about as references, not just talking bullshit like you see most people on YouTube just coming out of nowhere with the bullshit. Yeah, you should watch it. I'll send you the link. You like the Native American shit? You should watch it. It's real. It makes a lot of sense why Stanley Kubrick, the director of The Shining, not the writer, because the writer was Stephen King, and he adapted the book or whatever. But like, it has a lot to do with Native Americans and the whitewash history of America and the genocide of Native Americans, and the fact that we are taught to not talk about it. Kind of the same way how black people get told to get over it, or slavery was a long time ago, like shit like that. You know, they don't talk about Native Americans in America either, but they want us to care about the Jews and everybody else, but they don't want to talk about, you know what I mean? But like I said, I'll send you the link for that. They don't want us to forget about 9/11. They don't want us to forget about the Las Vegas shooter. But when if I say something about slavery, they're like, get over it. That was 400, 500 years ago. If I say something about Native Americans, they're like, oh, well, they got reservations. They got their own casinos. They're fine. It's like, okay, you just don't want to talk about it. That's fine. It's okay. You don't have to want to talk about it. But yeah, it's crazy. And then I was looking at other shit like one of my latest videos that I just posted. It's about all the photos that you've seen over the course of your life. Every photo that you've seen over the course of your life that talks about American history, they're all fake photos. And in the sense of because just the nature of photography and how it is made back in the day, compositing like I'm doing right now live on stream. I have the background composited. Oh, you know what I mean? So the background is blurry. Compositing. It's been around since the 1600s. It's been around for even longer than that. But they never told us. And if they are doing special effects on old like pictures of George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, it's fucking crazy because they just never told us. So it's like lying by omission because they didn't even mention, hey, these pictures are not 100% accurate. They've been doctored, they've been edited, they've been, this part has been, but they don't tell us that. So every picture that we've seen, like old pictures of New York buildings or old pictures of this landscape and shit, they doctored every picture in history. And it's pretty crazy to think about because a lot of people only think of Photoshop and today's technology, but that shit's been around forever. You know, the artists back in the day, Leonardo da Vinci knew how to do this shit. Once they figured out perspective and stuff like that, it really helped them to see everything. Because like I said, the Egyptians knew everything about the eyeball in like BC. And once you unlock the secrets that the eyeball and perspective gives you, you know how that there's no such thing as space. You know that the earth is flat. You know what I'm saying? And with perspective, you can understand compositing and layering and start to make visual effects. No matter how rudimentary or old or low tech, because like I said, they were doing hand-drawn paintings and shit like that over actual photos, and what they call is a technique called masking. So like if you imagine the outline of me right now, if you just cut me out and then take me out of the background, that's called masking. They knew how to do that back then. Publishing companies like the Detroit Publishing Company have photos in the Library of Congress that don't say that they were photo manipulated or edited in any way. They talk about these photos as historical photos, but they're not real. Like you'll see a group of Indians with a group of soldiers, and like that's all, they put those people in those positions. If you see a landscape with buildings and a street and people just looking around and stuff, those are all individual people. Like when the advertisers are gonna make a postcard, they would say, "Grab me some people," and he'd throw them the box with a bunch of little people, and they would position them on the photo already in ways that it would match the perspective of the viewer, and then you would fill a scene up with a bunch of people. And they even had the technology to take people out of the scene, which is masking, and then re-edit back in like foliage or stuff in the background. Like I said, it's pretty crazy. And I never really thought about it until recently. And then when I watched this video, it was kind of like, whoa, I should have known. Because I kind of understand it because I do it every day in social media and like on the internet and like what I'm doing right now. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. But like I said, you got to be available to even accept this type of information, because most people just be like, you crazy. But you got to think about it. The people back then that were in the position of power, like the billionaires, they knew about photo manipulation, so they use it to their advantage. You know what I mean? They do it now. Photo manipulation, I started looking into photo manipulation 10 years ago. And when I looked into it, I remember the first time, because I Googled it, because I found some old pictures when I was like doing something. And then I tried to learn it again when I redid school like a couple years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago. But I remember when I found the word that I needed, though, photo manipulation is the word, because I couldn't understand how to explain it. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Antebellum movie is a good movie. I like that movie. It's a real good movie. I actually wanted to watch it again just so I can have an excuse to watch it again. I was going to tell my dad, hey, you need to watch it, just so he could watch it. But yeah, that's basically, the concept of basically all our history, and then the chronological order of our history and shit isn't even, they tell us that it went like this, but it's probably not in chronological order like they tell us. But But yeah, photo manipulation. When I was Googling and I was looking and I found the word photo manipulation because I was like, what would old world Photoshop be called? Like, what do they call it? Retouching? No, that is they do call it retouching as well. But I was like, that doesn't satisfy me because if I say that, somebody's not gonna understand what I really mean. They're gonna think, oh yeah, yeah, okay, retouching. Just like they've edited it a little bit, they made it a little bit better, right? No, no, no. I'm talking about they can put buildings in the background. They can put people in the back. They can take people out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not just retouching. And they also can like if you have a deformity, they can make it look normal. If you're missing an eye and you had an eye patch, they can take the eye patch away and put you a fucking eye there because they knew that the science and perspective. And when you deal with arts, like artists, like I said, the painting in the background, if you this dude, he understands perspective. It's because it's part of art. If you're a digital artist and you work on a computer to make wireframe, stuff to throw in a movie or a TV, digital art, so you understand perspective. So they even know the truth. But because the deception goes so much, like on so many levels, they don't realize that they're looking at the truth every day. You know what I mean? Like I said, even pilots when they fly their airplanes every day, they're looking at the truth every day. But the photos, like I said, I didn't look into old school photos in a long time because the last time I did, there was nobody else. So like I found photo manipulation. I found the Wikipedia for it. It gave me a brief description, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of that describes what I'm talking about, right? Not just retouching, not just a little bit of changes here. I'm talking about really like old world Photoshop. And then I couldn't find no videos on YouTube or no other information because it was just I was early on the cusp of it. You know what I mean? And then I was just looking at videos like I already normally do recently. And I came across this new conspiracy guy that does old world photos, and then I looked at his videos and I was like, oh shit, he had a video about old world Photoshop was the title, and I said, oh shit, good, finally it caught up to me, right? Because I started inquiring about that shit a while ago. Just because I started looking at shit like, man, this shit look like weird. And then I said, man, how could that be possible? Because that's composite imagery. But then I think about, Disney, but then I'm like, that's the 1950s, the 60s, okay, whatever. But then I'm like, no, they could do it in the early 1900s because war propaganda used composite imagery. The flyers that they used to throw out of the back of the planes after they were, before war and after victory and shit. They used propaganda, and then I started seeing it even later than 1800s. They had postcards, and then I started seeing 1700s because you can look back to fucking Russian oligarchs and English queens and kings. They would get their portraits done, but what they would use is this process called camera obscura. And if you Google camera obscura, you won't find very much information on it, but it's literally the way that they figured out how to capture an image. And it's pretty crazy, right? Because if you think about it, capturing an image is another like mastery of sorts that is hidden to the general public. If you think about it, the old way to do a developing was like in a dark room. You needed chemicals, like you needed to do it like an alchemist. You were in there mixing chemicals, and then you shaking this fucking thing, and then the image appears like ghostly on a piece of paper. It's fucking alchemy, And a camera obscura was the first camera. The image, they would do it in a box at first. There's a big box, and you can get in that box. And the artist, it was a big box, and they'd close it up, and it had a little pinhole. And the pinhole would shine the image on the other wall. But it would be upside down, so the artist would get in there and do it. And then they found out, they put a couple mirrors, and then they made a smaller one, and eventually it became the camera that we know and love and use today. But a camera obscura uses the mastery and the knowledge that they know about the eyeball and made it into a camera. But capturing the image out of the ether of the air is the alchemist part of it. You know what I mean? Like, the first photographer is a magic, low key. And back then, if any advance in technology can be construed or misconstrued as magic because the general public doesn't know this technology. You know what I mean? So if they don't expressly tell us that they're using Photoshop, we won't know. You see what I'm saying? So this whole period from the 1700s, the 1800s, the 1900s, these people may have not, you know, have known that they were being looking at composite imagery and shit like that. And now to this day, when we look at historical photos, like I said, that are making it into the Library of Congress as historical photos, but they're not. They're doctored composite images. Would we put cartoons in the library and be like, this is a real historical event? Homer Simpson was a real historical person that was on TV for 20-something seasons. No, it's a cartoon. We all know it's a cartoon, so we would exclude that and put in that in a cartoon library. But right now we have in the Library of Congress cartoon pictures. You know what I mean? And like I said, if you want, camera obscura is a really cool, just word to know. And there's not that many videos on it because it's a secret knowledge. It's like everything else that they keep secret. The only way you're gonna learn is by going to school. And they had a Victorian English book from one of the English colleges on photography, not just photography, but just art in general. And they were explaining how to do shadows and how to make depth and how to delete the backgrounds. And I'm talking about with chalk and like crayon and pencil and paintbrush, not even a computer in sight, not camera obscura, which was a little bit further in the you know, at least the chronological order of history that we know. But yeah, these techniques were always known and always used to deceive the masses, you know, because the general public doesn't know the tricks of the trade. Like if somebody never seen a streamer in their life and they came on YouTube right now and they saw me sitting on the games with the screen, they would be like, that's magic. They wouldn't know how this is possible that I'm sitting on the screen. Not even that. If they just came out of prison, like, that's fucking magic. You know what I mean? Because they just weren't privy to that level of technology yet. And yeah, for shit, since as far as I can find, the Victorians, there's a painter called Vermeer or something like that. I wish I could pull it up, but I could pull it up on YouTube. But his painting has depth. It's a 3D painting. It has light. They said that the paint that he used was so thin that the molecular structure, I don't know, they even use masterful paint. You see what I'm saying? You know? Yeah, Victorian photography. And like I said, it's a mix between camera obscura, right? Because you got to think about it. A Russian oligarch or a European oligarch is not going to sit there and let you paint them for 13 hours. So they use camera obscuras to capture the image, and then they would tell them, you can go on about your business. And then they would sit there and etch the shit and, and make them look skinnier, make them look beautiful, make the women look more beautiful, make their skin look, unblemished and everything. They were editing the photos back then. You know what I mean? And he would paint it, though, over it, because the camera obscura would give you like a ghostly outline of all the detail. It would be a negative. It would be a black or white. You see what I'm saying? So they would have all the detail they needed to either take out or embellish even more. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of people think that they, had the motherfuckers sit there posing for 20 hours. No, they had a camera. But you don't think about shit like that, And they even have, in the 1600s, hot air balloon, they have aerial photos of like London. They have aerial photos of fucking New Orleans. How the fuck do you get in the sky long enough to jot it all down? Are you telling me he's autistic that remembered the landscape and went home and then did it by memory? No, they went up there with a camera obscura type thing, got the image, came back down and painted it or drew it out. You know what I mean? But like I said, they don't tell us a lot about air supremacy as well, because hot air balloons used to be used a lot. For even the Moor army used to use hot air balloons. Apparently, they used to be the top dog in air supremacy. But that was a black people and a black nation, so they don't talk about any black kings or any that type of shit. You know what I mean? But in general, hot air balloons. And then they give us the Hindenburg. Well, Germany did that, and then they said they had the cameras all set up, and then they blew it up. just to say, okay, we can't do it. They're highly flammable. But NASA uses them every day. NASA buys more helium than anything on the planet Earth. But but apparently the general public can't access hot air balloons anymore. It's only for private businesses and for NASA, apparently. And for the Goodyear blimp every now and again when they need to do it for like Super Bowl and shit like that. But that blimp technology is old world technology that they just suppressed, because like I said, I've looked at some videos and photos of early times. They have free electricity, and the Rothschilds didn't want to give us free electricity. Like, why should we pay for something that is all around us? It's also like we're paying for water too. Like, it's fucking water, bro. Like, they don't even know how to make water. They can tell us what water consists of, H2O, right? But if you go online right now and Google how to make water, like, you can make anything. You can fucking make a casserole. You can Google how to make a chicken cutlet. You can Google anything. But Google how to make water. It's simple. It's not a conspiracy. How to make water. And see if you can find anybody demonstrate making water. It's impossible. You know why? Because God gave us water. Just like he gave us electricity. You know what I mean? And the sun and the moon and the sky. We don't have to pay for that. We don't have to pay for air yet, but I think it's the same as water. But they tell us, oh, we have to, pay for the infrastructure and how the water gets here. I get it. But that brings up a whole nother topic I don't want to get into because I don't even want to think about how the water gets to my house. The old ass pipelines that have been under the ground for so long. Let's not even talk about that. But I think the water should be free like air, bro. Like, it's the one thing that you need to sustain life. You can live 7 days without eating, but you need water every day. And they charge you for it. That's fucking crazy. Tyrant shit. You know what I mean? And like I said, I can understand if America or somebody has the patent for water and they create it somewhere. But no, water is earth. Our body is what they say 70% water. The earth, they say, is around 70 or whatever percent water. How they calculated that, I don't know. I don't care. But that's what they say, right? So, and it's on earth, right? It comes out of the sky, right? For all we know, it was here before we got here, but we have to pay for it. Not only that, but what if I told you that the sun is made out of hydrogen, which is what? Water, right? I know somebody's gonna say, "Oh, it's not the same thing," but hydrogen and oxygen too is water. That's what they tell us. They say the sun is hydrogen gases exploding, water, gas, steam. It's all the same shit. Duality. You know what I'm saying? But but that's a whole nother topic too. Water and shit. We need it to live. I think it's fucking crazy that we had to pay for it. My water bill wasn't that bad this month. That's not the reason why I'm talking shit, but I just think that like I said, if somebody can prove that they can make it and they have the patent on water, but the water is for everybody. Water's here. It should be, at least. If you have enough time and you do find yourself Googling water on YouTube, you're gonna find people that can't produce water. You're gonna find people that make a little experiment and then it goes and it blows up. And you know why it blows up? Because they're making a hydrogen bomb. And what do they call the sun? Like I said, a continuously exploding hydrogen bomb, right? What is the most devastating thing on the face of the earth? An atom bomb, which is what? The best bomb is a hydrogen bomb that we have. The ones that, the nukes. They're splitting atoms, apparently. That's what they tell us. Which is, unproven really too, but yeah, and then in Black Panther, I don't know if y'all caught it or not, but in Black Panther, the Mexicans or whatever, I don't know what they were, but the Mexicans or whatever in Black Panther, they had little hydrogen grenades and they threw them as a water bomb. And I was like, holy shit, at least somebody paying attention, but maybe it was serendipitous and maybe they don't even know what they realized they did or whatever. But yeah, hydrogen, water is the most important thing on earth, is water. And we live in a society that says, look, if you don't, if you don't have a job and you don't have money, you can't even afford water. we look at other periods in history and times in history and think, man, they had it bad. And we, for whatever reason, because we're in a hypnosis state that we're in, we don't even realize that we're probably in the worst time in history. We just have a little bit more amenities that we think we've been fooled. Like I said, we've been marketed into thinking that it makes our life simple. You know, everything is supposed to make our life simple. But then at the end of the day, what ends up happening is you end up becoming a slave to your possessions. And now you got to pay all these bills. So now you don't even, that shit was supposed to make your life easier, but now you got to get a second job because, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like I said. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of old technology that we're not privy to anymore. And like, so like Dr. Sebi or whatever, that guy that was making all the black people like, you know, really conscious about eating healthy and shit for a minute. Um, he died, but like his whole message was, I can beat AIDS, I can beat cancer, I can beat, you know, diabetes, I can beat all these diseases, you know, and all you got to do is drink water. That was literally what he was telling people to do. And he rose to like, you know, I'm not saying it because he's saying it. I'm just saying it because I actually drink a lot of fucking water. You know what I mean? I didn't even know who Dr. Sebi was. I thought he was just an old kook. I don't believe in gurus and shit. You know what I mean? I believe in myself mostly. You know what I mean? And that's really it. You know, and that goes on a day-to-day swing, you know? Sometimes I don't believe in myself, you know, but that's being human and honest too. Because I could come on here and say, yeah, I'm a perfect human being and I never make mistakes and shit. But no, sometimes I don't feel confident about stuff, and that's okay. And I guess what? I still do it anyway because I got to. At this point, I can't fucking like, you know, second guess myself no more. I just gotta do and you know, put it out there. But yeah, Dr. Sebi said, drink water, motherfuckers. Drink water, motherfuckers. And you know, and maybe, you know, while you're doing all that chakra and meditation, stop eating all that badass food. You know what I mean? Like, you just eat regular shit. Like, don't let them people tell you that you got to be a vegan. Motherfuckers, poor civilizations flourished off eating meat. Like, there was a time in history where you couldn't eat, it was a luxury to eat meat. And now in a country, in a realm, in a society where we have so much abundance of everything, they got people out here trying to convince you not to eat meat. I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy. Yeah. But that's just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, protein gives you a lot of, you know, all those minerals and shit that I was talking about. Because we are just like a tree, just like a rock. We are just like everything else on this earth, you know what I mean? So, and plants, they serve a purpose and shit. I'm not saying that you can't eat plants or whatever, but I mean, yeah. I mean, and if that's good for you, then that's good for you. But like, I wouldn't preach that for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I would be like, hey, man, if that works for you, that works for you. But like, you know, motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like, really dying to get some meat out here. Fuck. I'm trying to blow up a tank over here. Yeah, and I don't know. A lot of these people too that tell you not to eat meat, I don't know if they read the Bible or not, but the Bible say that don't eat animals with split hooves, right? Like pigs, horses, and any other fucking animal you can think of with split hooves, right? And also it tells you, well, you know, in a sense it tells you don't eat pork in that same sense because it said don't eat split hooves, right? But it also tells you that everything else is under your dominion. Like, you know what I mean? It says, you know what I mean? Basically, the animals are put here for us. Like that's why Native Americans would kill a deer, eat it, use it for clothes, use it for shelter, use it for everything, and then praise it and thank it because the gods put it there so these people can make it to the next day. You know, like what do you tell Eskimo, a native Eskimo fucking person? I can't think of their one of their like specific cultural names or whatever. You know what I mean? But you get the point, right? What do you tell one of those people, right? Because they don't really even have plants. It's frozen tundra where they live. So you telling me that they have to be vegetarian? Yeah, Inuit. There you go. That's about right. Inuit. But it's almost better that I didn't specifically say anybody's name. But you know what I mean. No. But them motherfuckers, right? Oh, I'm trying to kill somebody. I think I'm trying to sneak up on somebody. I think I'm about to get killed. But yeah, they didn't have a bunch of fucking plants to eat at that time. So you want them to, like, you know what I mean? It says that God will be the supply. You know what I mean? Not some social media influencer telling you how to lose weight. Not me either, but I'm just saying. Eat what's provided for you. It's probably the better fucking. If you sit down at the table and there's beans and rice, eat the fucking beans and rice. Pray over the beans and rice and say thank you for these fucking beans and rice. I think that's probably a better. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, if you live a great fortunate life where you can pick whatever thing you want on your plate, then you know, then your job should be to eat in moderation. Then you know what I'm saying? Because you've won at the game of life, apparently, at least financial game of life, and you can buy whatever you want. But I think that yeah, some people like yeah, how you gonna be a vegetarian if you're on food stamps? How you gonna be a vegetarian if you got 5 kids and like you're a single mom? You know what I mean? It sounds good, but for not everybody, it may not be achievable.
One of our objectives has been targeted.
Right? Exactly. But nah, yeah, Inuit. That I had it on the tip of my tongue. I just couldn't fucking muster up the fucking word. But yeah, they be in a frozen tundra eating goddamn shit out the ocean, which I don't really fuck with shit out the ocean. But you know, if that's what you gotta eat, bro, what you gonna do? I remember when I was in jail and they put some shit in front of me one time and I was hungry. And I said, looked at the nigga next to me. I said, man, what the fuck is this shit, bro? Because he was there for a couple months already. He said, they call that cat food. I said, ain't no motherfucking cats in here, though. What you talking about, cat food, nigga? Why they giving us cat food if ain't no cats in here? And I tell you what, after about 5-6 months, that cat food was hitting. Every time they put out some cat food, that shit tastes like coleslaw, man. That shit got good. So the moral of the story is be happy, appreciate what you get. Bless your food. Because not everybody is even fortunate enough to eat and have a meal, have clothes on their back, have a warm bed to sleep in, and all that shit. You gotta kind of remind yourself about that shit every day, because you might get comfortable, start tripping on your moms or your girlfriend or your significant other just because you think, nigga, fuck this. But life will change in an instant, real fast. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, everybody share, like, subscribe, man. I mean, shit, that's the point of this whole thing. I'm trying to do, this is just a vehicle for my other endeavors. I like doing videos and live streaming. Not really. I mean, I do. I kind of really wanted to do this when I was a kid. I always was thought when I was a kid, oh, I want to play video games online. That shit would be cool. So it's something that I always wanted to do. Now, making a business behind it, now that's the part that, makes it not as fun. But what I'm saying is yeah, this is just a vehicle to get music going, to get art going, to get other opportunities and other doors open. Because in this new, career landscape that we're living in 2023, where companies want you to work from home, and there's a lot more opportunities just to work online. And like I said earlier in this live stream when I had a bunch of people in here, there's there's more cell phones and screens than humans, so there's got a lot of content to be made, you know. And like I said, for me, I didn't blow up overnight, but somebody else may. So if you thinking about doing it, just do it. And all your friends and family ain't gonna fuck with you, so don't even worry about they support. Don't even let them know. Just do your thing. Everybody will come around later on, you know, when the checks start clearing and shit. But don't worry about doing nothing for nobody else. Cause like I said, if you worrying about somebody else liking you, that's the wrong way of living. Cause most people don't even like themselves. So you know it's gonna be tough for them to like you, cause they can't even fucking like themselves. They hate them motherfucking self when they look in the mirror. So it's relatively impossible for them to like you or anybody else. Most people, I heard they said a couple of weeks ago, I heard they said most people is either in your life to add, subtract, multiply, or divide. So, and it's quick. It's best to figure out which one you dealing with soon. You know what I mean? But either way, you gonna figure out. Oh yeah, I remember you told me you was talking to that music dude. Yeah, like I said, I got some more music. I'm still getting like mixing down because like I said, I went from MPC to keyboard, MPC and keyboard, from ADAT tap, ADAT it's a tongue twister, tape, to now digital, making everything on a laptop. So I'm trying to get used to the digital music production because analog music production in a room where all my speakers was, and it was a little bit differently, but I mean it was at least it came off differently. But I'm learning. I'm about a year in. Like I said, when I was music producing when I was younger, I was probably producing for like I don't know what 10 maybe 10 years, and then I took a break, maybe another 10 years. So yeah, I'm back on it, but it's gonna take me a little bit to get the learning curve. Like I said, the software was the hardest part, the software learning curve. But luckily, I have a little bit of background in computers. So, see, when I say that, it makes it sound like I'm good at computers, right? I'm not that good at computers. I'm not scared to turn it on and figure it out. And that's probably what I should say more often, because a lot of people aren't any better or worse at computers than me. They're just scared to turn it on and try to do it. I'm not scared because I do have a little experience, so that takes away that fear. I do get nervous anytime I try new things, but that's just natural, human nature. So that's another reason why I say, if you want to do something, just do it, man, because it don't matter what you choose to do. If it's something that is new, it's gonna be nervous. Like, and the hardest part about doing anything is just starting. And then usually what happens is after it's over, you're like, man, that shit wasn't that bad. I was tripping. I was working myself up for nothing. I was nervous for nothing. But yeah, I'm using the streaming because like I said, 2023, you can't just make music. You know what I mean? You got to make music. You got to stream. You got to make YouTube videos. You got to make TikTok. You kind of got to be everywhere, at all times and shit. It's just the name of the game. It's part of the game now. So. And like I said, I didn't want to be the old guy that's like, oh man, these kids got it easy. They got YouTube and Instagram. They can put their music on Spotify and iTunes. And back in my day, it was you had to do this, that, and the other. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to give it a shot, see what shakes. You know what I mean? And like I said, luckily I still look young. I still look pretty. You know what I'm saying? I'm still pretty. You know what I'm saying? So. See, that's good. And you just got to keep doing it. Soon, you're going to be the richest one in the family. Brandon was. Then he died. Then I fucking was for a minute. But, not legally. So, I mean, technically, Brandon still was. You know what I mean? Because he was doing it legally. And my mom, she was bringing in a lot of money and shit at the time. But yeah, if you just keep your head and nose down, man, don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the profit either. Just keep investing in yourself. Just keep getting better. Just keep learning new techniques. Just keep find ways to stay enthusiastic about it. Because the worst thing you could do is quit. And it don't matter if you start slowly progressing at a rate that you're not satisfied with anymore. It's no slower than quitting. The only way you lose is if you quit. You know what I mean? Like, cause yeah, I was doing great. My YouTube channels was doing great. My numbers was fucking going crazy. The TikTok was doing great, relatively speaking for me. But then it all slowed down, and I could have got frustrated and quit. You know what I mean? But you can't because that's part of the game. It's not going. Nothing is easy. Nothing is gonna be like, you know what I mean? You just get it perfectly the first time. And if you do, find something that you are a natural at, then great. That's great. But generally speaking, there's a learning curve. There's 10,000 hours at everything you do. And since you already enjoy and love what you do, that's one obstacle that you don't have to, get over. Because a lot of people do shit they hate. You know what I mean? Yeah. Connections and shit. And just your own foundation. The longer you stay at it, you get better at it and you build your foundation and your trust in the customers that you got. Especially in your business, it's a real personable, situation. But yeah, you just gotta stay at it. It's a lucrative business, because motherfuckers really care about how they look. You know what I'm saying? It's really on their mind. Like even people like me that profess to not care. I mean, you can't help it. Vanity is a sin for a reason. It was in the Bible for a reason. And that's because it's a part of human nature. And like I said, they know everything. Everything was already, there's nothing new under the sun. I say it like that. You know what I mean? So, where you like your passion is going to take you so far, and then your consistency got to take you a little farther. You know what I mean? It's got to be both. With the days that your passion ain't there, your consistency gonna wake you up and take you and get you. You know what I mean? Get the shit accomplished. And in the day that your passion is dwindling, your consistency is dwindling, your passion got to spark. You got to find something new to get you going again. Because like I said, even for me, like conspiracies and shit, I did that shit a long time ago. I feel like I know all the conspiracies, but that don't mean when I hear something, I don't just. I'll say, let me take a look at this. You know what I mean? I don't just go, nah, that's stupid, because I remember when I thought something was stupid back in the day, and now I believe it wholeheartedly. There's no other way that it could be. This is the only way. You know what I mean? So you got to be open-minded. You got to take on new challenges, and when you get bored, if you feel like you're not being like challenged anymore, that's when you got to try something new, because that's the only way you can give yourself them butterflies in your stomach, and they can rejuvenate you and get you back passionate about something that you love to do, and at one point would do for free. And that's with me. Like, I like playing video games. I like talking shit, swallowing spit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I see motherfuckers on the internet getting paid to do it. So I mean, it would behoove me to get in their lane, and not like try to compete or nothing, but goddamn, know how to work a computer. I see people doing live streams and got YouTube channels with millions of subscribers and hundred thousands of views, and they don't even know how to do as much on the technical side as me. So I'm like, well, shit, I gotta put my know-how with a little bit of my, passion, because I also did when I was younger wanted to be on TV and wanted to be an actor. I did do headshots, and I did pay a lot of money to be managed by an agency in Hollywood, and I did win a couple like fashion shows and shit. So I did want to do it when I was younger. Just life takes you on another path and shit like that. But I felt like if I got breath in my lungs, and there's no right time to get started, and you always postpone it too because everything else seems more important. Oh, you got lot classes now, or are you taking them, or are you giving them? Because if you giving them, that's a win too. But if you taking them, do that. And what you could do is make your own curriculum and start doing your own classes. Because that's some money right there too. You could shit. I mean, master classes is a big thing, and that is not even something that's actually good. Like, cause I know this kid that sells master classes for music theory, and like, he videoed them. It's on video, like a couple videos, 10 videos, and you pay whatever dollar amount, and you get access to those 10 videos, and you can watch them as much as you want to learn how to, make minor and major keys, and how to make major like chord progressions and shit like that. And he makes probably whatever the cost that he makes. I don't know what the cost is, but yeah, it's what do they call it? Passive income. Because once you get it all set up, you get the website and the credit card transaction situated, then boom, you just set it and forget it. You don't. I mean, unless you want to update the courses, stuff periodically, but still set it and forget it. Have master classes online if they want to. Because they may not all live in your region, they can take the class via the video where they can download from your site. But if they live in your region, you can do one live type shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's a good way to do it. Yeah, I remember you did those one classes and shit, but it's good to keep up on education because even me, like at my advanced age, I'm 40 years old. If I was to get a job, which I'm looking into doing just for some side stuff, you know what I mean? I got to be well versed in the technologies of today. So it's great if I can pull up to the local broadcasting corporation out here in Vegas and say, hey, I know how to use OBS, which is open broadcast software. I know how to use music software. I know how to audio. So it's like, what I mean? It's always best to stay on the cusp of innovation and technology, especially in your own industry, because like I said, theoretically, the people that's cushy and have the job aren't keeping up on their education. Some industries, they do pay for them to continue their education and stuff like that. But a lot of industries don't, and those people will fall behind, and they end up losing their job to a young, smarter motherfucker that understand the game a little bit better. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, you just gotta do it. Like shit, it comes in handy too. Like having a business license affords you different opportunities. You know what I mean? Having an LLC affords you different opportunities, and it's not very difficult anymore to get one. It's not like back in the day when my mom used to have to do it for people, where it was a little bit more of a process. You had to physically go down to like a building, and you know what I mean? Now you can do it all online for a relatively nominal fee, depending on your financial situation, and yeah, you're ready to fucking start. Because now with that profit you were talking about, or just income in general, you can you can get about 2 years of it, 24 months of it, and show it to a bank or a financial institution and get a loan. You know what I mean? But on that note, I gotta go. I got some other shit I gotta do. But it was good talking to y'all. I'll holler. Peace.